Hello everybody, my name is Rick and I'd like to welcome you to this little ukulele blues workshop. Now this blues workshop will not make you the master of blues on your ukulele, but if you never tried it before, this will get you started in less than 10 minutes. Okay, let's jump right into it. I'm playing a Risa Uke'Ellie-Tenor. It's tuned in C tuning, G, C, E, A. To get started we need 3 chords. The first chord is A7. The second one is a simplified D7, and we need E7. Now there's something like a standard blues chord progression. It's a 12 measure scheme, and we see that below here. Every letter stands for one measure, and we can just play that together. Just play along with me and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. A, 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 and to D. I'm back to A. Here we go to E and to D and A. Okay, but you have to be aware that sometimes there are some variations of this standard blues chord progression. For example, you often have the second measure often is a D chord, or at the end, instead of going from E to D, you stay 2 measures on E, and also the very last measure often is a E chord. So you just have to be aware of it, and once you played a while the blues, you will hear it just by listening which of these variants you have to play. Okay, now the next step is to get independent of the key in which we play, and we do that with a very simple method. We take our A chord, so this is 0, 0, 1, 0, and we just shift it up parallel. So it's 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2. So we need to learn this bar chord and shift it up and down. So why we are doing this? Because the second chord, our D chord, is always, the second chord is always 5 steps, 5 frets above the basic chord, the A chord. And the E chord is always 7 steps above the basic chord, the A chord in that case. Okay, so we play the A chord and go 5 steps up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our D chord. 6, 7. This is our E chord. But why should we play these more complicated fingerings instead of playing it down here? Well, the reason is that this is always true wherever we are on the fretboard. Doesn't matter in which key we play, it's always 5 steps and 7 steps above. You always find the second and third chord you need. So this is how you do it. You listen to a blues playing with a band, or listen to a recording, and then you listen to the first 4 measures of that blues, of the chord progression. And while you're doing that, you try to find the first chord. So is it A? No. A sharp? No. B? No. It's C, for example. And now you start here, and from here, this is your first chord, and then you go 5 up, second chord, and 7 up is your third chord. So you get your 3 chords very easy. Now, let's say your first chord, you listen to the blues, first 4 measures, scan up the fretboard, and you discover my first chord is quite far up the fretboard. It is difficult to go 5 steps up and to go 7 steps up. So instead of going 5 steps up and 7 steps up, you can go 7 steps down and 5 steps down. For example, our first chord is in the 7th fret, so then our second is 7 below, and our third is 5 below. Oh, sorry. Okay. Why? Because if I go 5 steps up, or 7 steps down, it's the same, because 5 plus 7 is 12, and 12 is 1 octave, so you play just an octave lower. So only thing you need to know is find the first chord, and then if you're down here, you go somewhere down here, you go 5 and 7 frets up. If you're somewhere up here, you get 7 and 5 steps down. So you don't have to think about it, you don't even have to know in which key you play. You just find it by listening and go up or down. Now, next thing we need to know is the strumming pattern for the blues. Don't play just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's not blues at all. So for the blues, you always call 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you strum on 1 and 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And now let me show you a little variant here. So if this is your first chord, then you take the second string and go 2 frets up. This gives a 6 chord, and even one more gives a 7 chord. Okay, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And if you go up later, it's the same thing. You can go like this, and also in the second fret, second string, you go 2 frets up. Oops. Okay. So this is the right strumming pattern, one example at least, and also a chord variant. What else do you need? You are now independent of the key you play in, you know the right strumming pattern, and you know some chord variants. What you probably want to do is play a turnaround at the end. Very common is you come from E, go to D, and now you play the A chord, and then you go down, let me show that in a close up here. So you go down from the 4th fret, and you can do a bar or just take the 1st and the 3rd string, and then other hand you go 3, 1, 3, 1 down here, and again 3, 1, 3. Okay, so show that together. And the A chord again, and then you go from D chord and slide into the E chord. Okay, so you're coming from E, D, and now the turnaround. And this turnaround, that was for A now, but you can play it wherever you want. When your turnaround is not here, but somewhere here, you can still go 1, 2, 3, 4 up and do the same turnaround style. Same thing. Okay, so I like to say goodbye because the 10 minutes are almost over, and thank you for your attention, and I hope it helped you a little bit, and see you next time. And I finish off with playing this blues all together, and I hope you join me and play along. And let's go 1, 2, 3, 4.